Do you know how to scalp using a market volume profile? The volume profile is my favorite way to look at the previous day and find trade locations for where I am looking to scalp. I typically scalp, and this sets you up for intraday trades. There's some ideas for longer term watching where the value areas are going, but I think it's mostly beneficial for day trading. So I have the NinjaCator volume profile loaded here, and this is live. This is Thursday, January 25th, and the market just opened, but we got to set up pre-market from yesterday. So this is yesterday's profile. I hit F6 and get what's how I draw these lines. It's a quick way. It's the same thing as the horizontal lines here, and I just mark the value areas. Also aware of previous day high, and also aware of previous day low. So what am I looking at? I have this on a 5-minute chart. You need it. It doesn't work like if you have a 1-minute chart, it won't actually draw this. So I get these zones and then I zoom in. So I'll go from a 5-minute to a 1-minute chart. Take just a second to load. Again, the market just opened, so you're getting some juicy candles. But what are we looking at? So, I drew this line. So this is where the market was. So this is what I'm looking at for reactions. And there was a news announcement at 7:30. Typically don't want to come into any news announcement with a position because you're at the mercy of taking stops and stuff. But knowing this is the previous day's value area low, it is my location. So when news came out, it wicked, pretty good wick down, but I'm using these equivolume candles too. The thicker the candle, the more volume. So it makes sense why this one you actually see a little green. And it's bigger. But wicks down out of the value area low and gets a bullish, good volume right inside of the value area. That, you could be using other indicators. I have another chart here with a VWAP. I like to look at a time chart and a range chart at the same time. Ultimately looking at this level. And once it closes inside and I see, hey, it came down and tested the VWAP, that same level is right here at 643 on NASDAQ. So this is bullish. We're above the VWAP and it gets a bullish candle close in. I'm long. And, you can long to previous days point of control, which will be somewhere around the middle. You can expect the market to slow down around the middle. You could take it all the way across. No, it's coming into a market open. Probably be a little quicker to take profit. Because market open, this, it always gets a little funky. But this is mostly for trade location, for scalping ideas. And so let's go to another day and look at what it could also be. So here is another setup. This even works with the overnight or Asian or European session. These locations are calculated on a 24 hours worth of data. So this is just to show it even works with overnight. And so got the profile here. We've marked the areas and the day ends here. So with this full day, we're looking at this profile. These are kind of our zones. Here's the value area. Here's the high, previous day high, previous day low. So on my smaller time frame chart, I drew the value area. The yellow line is the previous day high, just for smaller time frame to make the difference more noticeable. Since I'm not zoomed out here, it's pretty obvious. But market opened here, right here, same thing as right here, right above the value area high. So I'm looking to long bounces off of that value area high as long as it holds. And sure enough, it just kind of chopped around a little bit, but it came down and tested exactly on the value area high. RSI, you could use whatever indicator you want here. You could throw a MACD. You could, I mean, literally anything you want to get for maybe scalping and trade management, but this is for locations, scalping locations. Once it comes down here and touches it, and you get a bullish candle on a smaller time frame, whether it be range or 1 minute, 3 minute tick, that's for you to decide. And this RSI bounces, so you could enter here, perfect touch. This RSI is really close to resetting, so you could have pretty quick management if you want to say once it's below this 40 line, which is how I like to gauge it. It's wrong. And sure enough, it touches it and bounces. And it bounced all night. So you get a lot of, that's like 100 and 840 to, if you hold it all the way to another across, it's 140 point bounce with basically zero drawdown. If you buy this candle, you may have, I don't know, 4-6 points of drawdown and 140 points across. You get above the VWAP, RSI stays bullish. You could even hold even longer. Say you got out here, but then even you're looking at a retest here. So you could play retests, bounces off of the previous day high, which is also given to you in the profile. It's given to you in candles, obviously, but it just is an easy way to. I could take the candles off of this 5-minute chart and totally use this profile for zones and literally just draw the 4 lines: the previous day high, value area low, previous day low. So you see how it works during regular market hours. It works during all hours. Asian session, US session, European session. You're just marking up the previous day and using these locations for some scalps. Hope you learned something. The market volume profile is a wonderful tool for trade locations. Thank you.